Good morning from Takiab. Taking our morning walk. Walk and talk. I don't know what I'm going to talk about this morning. Again, for people watching the channel, any information about Thailand or any stuff like that based on my experience is just that. Just me talking about my experience. I just happen to be in Thailand. It's not the purpose of the channel is not to provide travel advice for Thailand. It's for my kids and posterity, and maybe some friends will watch and stuff, but that's what the purpose of this is. So I just talk, and sometimes we'll take a walk, and I'll tell you my thoughts on things. Beautiful morning in Takiab, probably about 25. I have no idea what that means in Fahrenheit. It's impossible to convert. Only Google's able to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. No human being can do it, so I don't know what that means. It'll be about 32 this afternoon, which means hot. I don't know why the United States doesn't use the same metrics as the rest of the world, but the rest of the world knows what 25 and 32 means. 32 will be hot. Right now it's warm. Like I said, we're doing our morning walk, and I'm just putting together some thoughts to share with everybody. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Calming. Come on, girl. Monkeys are usually out this time of day. Vile creatures. These security guards. Security guards scolding one of them. Good morning to you. Sometimes they have slingshots, and they'll bean them with slings. There's pretty cool houses up in the rocks. Yeah, monkeys are problematic. I'm thinking this is a street. It kind of looks like you're coming into somebody's yard, but I think this is a street. Look at this bastard right here. Bastard. Another interesting habit I notice is that the people will come out and before they open their fruit stands and stuff, and they'll beat them or shoot them with slingshots or whatever. Yeah, I don't have any particular opinion about it. I don't feed them. I don't try to pet them or any of that. And I just see them more as a menace. That try to avoid them. Monkeys, yeah. So anyway, this little neighborhood's pretty cool. It's like interspersed with houses and restaurants. Kind of reminds me of Greek villages where people will live above their stores, or they live where they work where they live. It's all one big thing. Here they are tearing it into garbage. So it's a pretty cool neighborhood in that sense. So the other day I was at one of these malls, Blue Port or Village Market, I don't know which mall it was, but they had this display of plastic, this new age environmentalism. I'm a huge conservationist. I love the woods. I grew up in the woods. I spend a lot of time in nature, and I'm all about preservation, but I think the movement has been hijacked and things are kind of backward. And I'll explain that a little bit to you. The display was about plastic. It shows all these plastic bottles, all these kind of pictures of massive amounts of pollution, these type of things. Hold on, my girlfriend's afraid of dogs, so let me wait for her. Okay, come on. Wait for her. A lot of soy dogs. get back to plastic, but as far as a little tangent about dogs, everywhere in the world I've been, except Romania. Romania had this situation under control pretty good. Greece, there's just packs of dogs. There's places like where it's hazardous to walk because you can be bitten or attacked by a group of dogs. So people had to carry sticks, and Thailand is similar. The dogs are a little more passive. It's hot, man, so the dogs are just laying around mostly. But there's a lot of dogs. Now, in Greece, they're not as well cared for. But here, they seem well fed. I mean, they're not getting veterinarian care and that type of thing, but they seem a skeleton of a ship. They seem well fed, and it doesn't appear like they're malnourished or unhappy. So lots of dogs. All right, so back to plastic. So you get all this display, all these signs. We need to do something about plastic. We need to save the planet from plastic. And I have a problem with plastic as well. But here's the deal. You're busting my balls about plastic. But it seems like I can't go a day without some other human being trying to present me with a bunch of plastic that I then have to deal with. You go to the store and you get your shit in a plastic bag. And that stuff comes wrapped in plastic. And oftentimes is made of plastic. So I'm not that old. I can remember that when I went to get something to drink at the store, most everything came in a bottle. When I went to the supermarket, most everything came in paper bag. You use a paper bag for everything. Everything. Groceries. People carried their lunch in a paper bag. Sometimes I would buy weed and it came in a paper bag. Everything was paper or glass. This type of thing. Now, everything's plastic. The corporations have switched to plastic. They're drowning us with plastic, when that wasn't the case not too long ago. Even though school milk was a wax container, right? Cardboard with wax on it. Now the containers are little jugs of plastic. So the government, who takes money from these corporations, all these representatives, their campaigns are funded by these corporations. They're together squeezing our balls. Some of these commercials that you see about shaming us about plastic use are actually paid for by these corporations that are feeding us this plastic. And so it seems to me, as a people, instead of buying into this silly bullshit, I'm one human being. Any action I take, which, don't get me wrong, I do try to keep a light footprint. I do recycle when it's asked. I'm not sure what happens to it when it leaves to go to the, quote, recycling center. I'm not really sure what's going on. My limited knowledge of science and physics is that plastic is not something that can really be recycled. At best, you're using some disposal method. You can't really recycle plastic. Cardboard, yes. Glass, of course. Plastic, I don't think so. I'm not really sure. What do you do with that little flimsy water bottle when I give it to you? Is that you turn it into another product? I'm not really buying into that. So, plastic. So you bust my balls. You put these displays in the mall. You show me a picture of a sea turtle with a six-pack thing stuck around his neck and some kid crying because he found a turtle trapped in this plastic net or whatever the fuck. How about you go to the corporations and tell them, hey man, enough with the record-breaking profits. You used to use glass. Go back to glass. Hey, Costco or whatever, You used to give people paper bags. Stop giving them plastic. It's against the law, man. You guys can't use plastic anymore. How about that one? Instead of putting it on me, that now somehow I'm responsible for the earth being all fucked up from plastic. Literally, today, somebody's going to hand me some plastic. And I'm going to have to now deal with this piece of plastic that you fucking gave me. So, those are my thoughts on modern environmentalism when it comes to plastic and recyclables and all that shit. Stop busting the balls of the consumer and just mandate to the corporations that you've got to use something that's clean for the environment. You've got to revert back to the way that you used to do it, because those things don't destroy sea turtle habitat or whatever the hell is going on with the plastic. And so those are my thoughts on that particular issue, and that was my walk and talk this morning. We're probably gonna, I got coffee at home, but today somehow I feel like a latte or a faggottino or something like that. So I'm gonna do that. You guys be well, and I'll try to do another video about maybe immigration, or maybe my experience at the local massage place here in Wahine. Let me know what you think about that. Be well.